Hello, how's everybody doing today? Diane, look at Blanc's crib. I know, my library is beautiful. Dog, there's a spot over to my right for you to sit. You can sit by the fire or at the desk. It's cool. Let me turn this up. Is that too loud? Can you hear the rain and the fire? Wait, what do you mean no? Just right for you. Okay. So, before I get started, so this is the cookbook. I think on Friday, also, hello, how's everybody? I'm sorry, it's been a while. I've been dealing with allergies and whatnot. Oh, Lissy, if you're still here, boop. No, I'm not gonna read you recipes right now, but I was gonna try to find, enjoy your lurk, good to see you. I was gonna try to find a couple of drinks that I want to make, but we can do that later. Oops, sorry. For the moment, though, we're going to continue reading the Destiny Grimoire Anthology, Volume 1. I believe we ended on verse 4, so we'll read through some of those, and I think... Hold on. And then it's like readings about some guns, which is kind of cool. When does the actual... Maybe that's when it is. I'm not sure. Anyways. We have seen Oryx. He's now Oryx. And I believe he has... Hello! How are you? It's so good to see you. I'm trying to be calm. Mostly we're just reading kind of like the lore that goes with all the ghosts that you find within Destiny. So, trying to remember. It's been like 2 weeks. Let's see. Yeah, I think we've just created Oryx. So that's kind of where we are. All right, I'm going to begin. If I see anybody and you happen to see anybody come in and I don't address them, just let them know. Oh my God. Let's give it a second. Pink. What are you doing? Welcome in. I'm supposed to be quiet and I'm yelling. Welcome on in. Yell Nasty, Pelster, Darling Ginger, Kindred Spirit, Shrouded in Pink. Let me shout you out real quick. I don't know if I have any mods on right now. How was your stream? You were playing... Wait, did you play Devour the whole time? I thought you were playing Dead by Daylight earlier. Yes, bedtime stories. So we're reading through the Destiny Anthology Grimoire, Volume 1. I'm about a third of the way through. This keeps dropping. Hold on. Welcome to my library. I might sound kind of quiet, and I'm so sorry. Let me move this up here. I hope that sounds a little better. How was your stream real quick? What all were you playing? Feel free to go do whatever. Welcome in, everybody. The spot by the fire is taken, though. Dog is sitting there. I think he's like laying down on the couch. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome on in. Okay. And I just got started, so it's a little, and I haven't streamed in about a week. No, more than a week. All right. Verse 4, a golden amputation. Thank you for the shout out. I was playing DBD and Devour. Devour is so tough. Let me tell you. I know, right? Be ready to be cozy. Get cozy. Go get your blankets. Go get some hot tea or something. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try to do some sort of a reading stream every other Wednesday or something, like to kind of relax at the end of the evening, because I just got home from work not very long ago. So, and I don't normally stream this late, so it's kind of the opportunity to see some faces I don't get to always see. Thank you, Ginger. Okay. But yeah, real quick. Devour is super tough. I have not beat it yet, but I played it with Kayla, Spooky Wagons, and Treble. Pretty sure Treble played with us that time. And that was so tough. Plus, it was like super early in the morning on a Sunday. All right. Verse 4, a golden amputation. Wrath. Behold the wrath of Oryx, coiled for 10,000 years. Behold the golden amputation, the fall of Tishabeth, the end of an age. We beat the worlds of Tishabeth like skull drums, and we howl in joy for our black war moons as they ram silver orbitals and gleaming star webs, where infant Tishabeth, sun, ravens curl and die unborn. In his throne world, Oryx paces 10 times. On the first pace, Kragor sends the accused to blight the Tishabethi worlds. On the second pace, the Tai unleash their battle plates and arsenal ships to fight our moons. On the third pace, Oryx's war priest meets them in battle, and he is victorious. He paints the void with fire. He salts the earth with ash. On the fourth pace, Mengor and Kradug, Dyad knights, go to the Raven Bridge, and they stand on it and kill the Tai for 10 years. On the fifth pace, the Tai Emperor Raven comes home to her bridge, and she cuts a moon with her talons. She cuts it open and kills its brood. On the sixth pace, Oryx speaks, saying, "Listen to me, Emperor Raven, and I will describe to you the last true shape, which is written on my tablet." And he puts it out his fist, full of black fire, and swallows up the Emperor Raven with a wound. Only Oryx knows this power, the power to take. On the seventh pace, the perfect raven comes out of Oryx's wound, and she spreads her wings across Tishabeth. Never again is Tishabethi child born. She is perfect. She enacts the will of Oryx. On the eighth pace, the Tai say, "Listen, you are spoilers. Your sphincters and excreta. You rot. Why do you kill? We made silver orbitals and golden star webs. We hatched eggs. We had a good thing. Our clothes were nice. Our food was famous. With one of her feathers, our emperor could have tickled the gods." On the ninth pace, Oryx says, "This is the only God. This ability to dictate what will and will not exist. This power to go on existing. This is your God. It is never ticklish." On the 10th pace, the Tishabethi are extinct. Then Oryx says, "Listen, my siblings. Do you know what we have done? We have conquered our way through the edge of the deep. It whispers to me when I call on it, and it guides my flight. It says that we are at its threshold and that I should come inside. I will go and speak to it." Verse 4:1, battle made waves. Oryx went down into his throne world. He went out into the abyss, and with each step he read one of his tablets, so that they became like stones beneath his feet. He went out and he created an altar, and he prepared an unborn ogre. He called on the deep, saying, "I can see you in the sky. You are the waves which are battles, and the battles are the waves. Come into this vessel I have prepared for you." And it arrived, the deep itself. Verse 4:2, majestic, majestic. Oryx, my king, my friend, kick back, relax, shrug off that armor. Set down that blade. Roll your burdened shoulders and let down your guard. This is a place of life, a place of peace. Out in the world, we ask a simple, true question. A question like, can I kill you? Can I rip your world apart? Tell me the truth. If I don't ask, someone will ask it of me. And they'll call us evil. Evil! Evil means socially maladaptive. We are adaptiveness itself. Oryx, how do we explain it to them? The world is not built on the laws they love, not on friendship, but on mutual interest, not on peace, but on victory by any means. The universe is run by extinction, by extermination, by gamma ray outbursts, burning up 1,000 garden worlds, by howling singularities eating up infant suns. And if life is to live, if anything is to survive through the end of all things, it will not live by the smile, but by the sword. Not in a soft place, but in a hard hell. Not in a rotting bog of artificial paradise, but in the cold, hard, self-verifying truth of that one ultimate arbiter, the only judge. The power that it is its own metric and its own source. Existence at any cost. Strip away the lies and truces and delaying tactics they call civilization. And this is what remains this beautiful shape. The fate of everything is made like this in the collision. The test of one praxis against another. This is how the world changes. One way meets a second way, and they discharge their weapons. They exchange their words and markets. They contest, and in doing so, they petition each other for the right to go on being something instead of nothing. This is the universe figuring out what it should be in the end. And it is majestic. Majestic. It is the only thing that can be true in and of itself. And it is what I am. Verse 4:3. When do monsters have dreams? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, there's some words I'm like, wait, did I just say that right? I don't know if you know much Destiny lore, but right now we're talking about Oryx, and he's kind of like, he's obviously a god, but he's like Zeus in comparison, and by that I mean like the god of the gods kind of a thing. But thank you so much. When do monsters have dreams? I'm walking down the road. I'm going to the orrery to talk to my dad, and I hear this noise, so I look back. And my sisters are behind me, and they're ripping up the road. They've got these huge swords, execution swords, and they're levering the stones out of the road. The stones are covered in writing. They're like tablets, and there's dirt underneath full of worms. I need to get to the orrery before they catch up to me. So I start running, but right away, someone trips me. It's my dad. He's got his foot out, and he grabs me by the horns and just slams me down on my face. I'm in so much pain. I nearly throw up a worm. Why weren't you ready for this? Dad says. He's wearing glare goggles, those shiny goggles that he'd used to save his vision during lightning storms or sea fire. All three of his eyes reflect me. Didn't you know they'd be jealous because they couldn't come to the orrery and talk to me? Didn't you know they'd move against you? I started wailing like I'm 2 days old again, and I say, Dad, I thought you were my friend. I'm supposed to be safe here. But he just puts out his fist, and I realize he's laughing at me for believing him. Why did I think I'd be safe? In his fist, he's got a black sun, and he holds me by the throat and goes to tip the black sun inside me. I can see my jaws in his goggles, 3 reflections of my jaws with so many teeth. So I start eating my dad. I bite huge pieces out of him, and I claw him up. I eat his legs, and I eat his arms, and I eat his goggles and his eyes, and he says, good, this is majestic and true. But my sisters are still tearing up the road, so I don't know how to get back. That didn't sound like a dream. That sounded like a nightmare, just saying. Verse 4:4, more beautiful to know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a nihilist. I don't do much except break things. That's what they say about me. We could have had a great civilization if it wasn't for that damn Oryx, that damn hive. They don't believe in anything but death. The only way to make something good is to make something that can't be broken. And the only way to do that is to try to break everything. I'm glad I learned that the universe runs on death. It's more beautiful to know. But I'm lost somewhere strange. I think that Savathun and Xivu Arath are trying to steal the tablets from me. They must have cut off my tribute while I was away, communing with the deep. I love them so dearly. No one else is clever or strong enough to try to break me. No one else can give me this gift. Once, long ago, I killed Xivu Arath on her war moon, and she blew up the whole moon to kill me with her. She was laughing in joy. Hi, Boogie. I laughed too. A whole moon. A whole moon. It was a waste of a moon, but it taught me how to save myself from exploding worlds, which was necessary to fight Ecumene. I love mighty Xivu more than the moon loves the tide. I'll kill her for this, over and over, forever and ever. When I get home from my wanderings in the deep and I take back my throne, I'm going to have children. That's what I need. Sons and daughters to love and kill. Boogie, how's your evening going? I hope you're doing well. Feel free to just hang out. You don't have to. We're here. Verse 4-5. This love is war. Xivu upon Oryx, uttered by Xivu Arath, sibling of Oryx. Betrayal. We have marooned Oryx within the deep. This is our obligation as lords of the hive, to make war upon each other, to eradicate weakness and make ourselves sharp. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just commissioned 3 more emotes. One is a tier 2, one is a tier 3, and then I think I have like 2 more biddy slots, but I'm only making 1 for 1. I don't have anybody. I haven't had enough people for biddies for the 3rd one yet. But thank you. Thank you so much. I need to follow you after I'm done today. Obligations. Once I permitted Oryx to kill me so that he could gain the sword logic and overcome Akka, our god. This left me trapped deep in my throne. But Oryx, my brother, made war upon the Ecumene, and in that war he described me, for 2 am war. Thus I was resurrected. Resurrection. Savathun and I conspired to strand... Oh my god. Nasty! Thank you. You don't have to do that. I forgot that was one of my biddy sounds. And I was like, Omnigul. I'm not even talking about Omnigul yet. Well, thank you. Thank you, Nasty. Yell, Nasty. Oh, Detective Tato. Anybody who's here, I guess. Yell, Nasty. Thank you. No audio? Am I good or no audio? Just my voice? So you don't hear the little like background noises, or you didn't hear Omnigul? Shoot. Okay, let me turn. Is that too loud? You hear Rain? Okay. I need to figure out why Omnigul is not working, because I heard her this time. It could be... I need to figure out... So I have 2 desktop audios right now. I have one muted, and I'm afraid it shows up on the muted one. But I don't want to, like, double the noise in your ears, if that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, yeah, definitely. It's something like... Before you raised it, you heard the... Oh. Yeah. I've been having issues with Omnigul. I could hear her, and I nearly shat myself, and that's fine. I'm just kidding, I didn't, but... I forgot I had that. So. But thank you so much for those biddies again. And I will fix Omnigul. I thought I had fixed her, and I guess I didn't. So that's a little disappointing. You never wanted to hear Omnigul, so you're not complaining. Yeah, it's the scream you'll never forget if you played her strike in Destiny. Yeah, no, it's that scream. That's where I took it from. I took it from, yeah. Oh, dog. So many times, am I right? Wait, Detective Tato, when did you subscribe? Thank you so much for that subscription. I must have missed it. What? 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 You secret subbed? Well, I'm sorry to call you out. That would be a good text message tone for someone you hate. Oh my god. Oh, welcome, Petra. Enjoy your cozies and sleepies. I'll try not to be too loud. It's a good thing Omnigole's not working because that scared the pants off of me. I know it doesn't look like it, but I was. Okay. Back to reading. Is the background music noise too loud now? I know my mic is not adjusted accordingly, and I just need to get a different mic. I will turn it looks like it's loud. So I hope that's a little better. Resurrection. Savathun and I conspired to strand Oryx on his expedition, but I secretly believe that I will be stronger with Oryx to war against. Thus I describe him. A description of Oryx. When Oryx looks upon you, you feel that you may vanish if he looks away. The crest of Oryx's skull is as long as an arm. In the course of its life, a thought moves from one end to another. Upon his crest, I have painted a line in my blood so that he will remember me. Thank you. Each of Oryx's fangs has the precision of a finger and the acuity of an eye. Although he was born at the bottom of the universe and taught to burrow, Oryx has grown wings. The light of wildfire shines through them. Oryx teaches, but he will not be taught. Oryx's body is corded with strength. His sinews and his muscles are as strong as his children, and his children are the strength of him. Oryx wears a raiment of worm silk made from the caul of gods. The voice of Oryx may cause two different numbers to become equal. Oryx, my brother is the bravest thing I know. Upon fundament, he learned that we were the natural prey of the universe, the most frail and desperate of things. He thought about this carefully and he found a way to fix it. He made us strong. He will lead us into eternity. Oryx, my brother, loves me, and this love is war. Ooh, and after I read this, I've got an image that I'll share. Verse 4:6, Eater of Hope. You are Crota, my son. Welcome. I fought my way out of hell to make you. I fought my traitor siblings, and I fought the swarming corpse of Akka, and I cut my way back into my own court, the High War, which had been usurped. Once I had made war on Savathun and crippled her tribute so that she could never challenge me, and once I had tricked Xivu Arath and poisoned her tribute so that she could never again try to take my tablets, and once I had arranged my own lineages so that I could be the greatest among the hive and secure my throne, then I found a mother to make spawn. One of those spawn was you. Your life will be a battle too. You will have to win your high place at the High War. I will give you nothing except this, your first sword, and this name I have prepared for you. We fight against a false hope, Crota. We chased a god called the Traveler, a huckster god who baits young life into building houses for it. These houses are unsafe, for they cannot stand against my hive. And these houses are a trap, for they lead young life away from the blade and the tooth, which are the tools of survival and the means of ascension. Only when the Traveler is extinguished will the universe be free to arrange itself and assume by ruthless contest its final perfect shape, a shape which depends on nothing but itself. Thus, I name you Crota, Eater of Hope. There is an oath upon me, Crota, my son, an oath against the wretched Tau. This I do not give to you, it is for me, your father, to bear. Let's go meet your aunts and uncles. Crota sounds like a dick. Are you ready for Oryx and Crota? Look at that. It's been a while, huh? These images are beautiful. Fighting Crota. Oh, we got it. Ooh. What do you mean? These are the sweetest words I've ever heard from someone? No, Crota. Crota's a dick. Wait, are we talking about Crota or are we talking about Oryx? Verse 4:7. Shapes, points. Look at you. Already you are grown, my daughter. Already you are a wizard. Have I been away so long? Now you are, Iranuk, and Savathun cackles and rages at your brilliance. You have written 11 axioms describing the ascendant planes, our throne world. You have announced that you will kill one of these axioms, as Akka would kill the truth, and in mantling Akka, you will become a god, as I am. If you try it, I may kill you, or I may applaud. Well done. I brought you this bitter acid for your celebrations. And you, Ear Helllock, you are a wizard too. Hold on. It was sarcasm. Wait. Hold on. Where are we running? I think I've got Umbra right here. Let's see. Yo, wizard Oryx. Hold on. Hello. What are we doing? Hello? This is our little one. She's like, don't do that to me, Mom. She brought me a toy. Ready? Go get it. Hi. Wait, hold on. She's like, I'm done. Okay, I'll get back to reading. She was so cute and she came up. Sorry. I'm up here. Chat, up here. She came running with her purple toy. And she's still a kid, so. Okay, let's try this again. Let me get cozy. And you, Ear Helllock, you're a wizard too, as is the way of twins. Thank you, I'm so glad you like it, Petra. I have been with Zyvu Arath, who complains that you have made a song, and sung it in her throne world, and killed everyone who listened, quite irrevocably. Will we have songs instead of swords and boomers? What have you made for me? It is a tooth shaped like death. I will keep it in my mouth. What have you written for me? It is the chorus of the Nychathot ship. I will track it down. I made you by cutting one larvae in half. It would not die. Each half grew into one of you. My sword is named Willbreaker, but it never broke you. Zyvu Arath. Zyvu. Because each name is a slight corruption of their original. Oh. See, I say Zai. You say Z? FX, welcome on in. You thought, oh, wait, I missed it. FX, also, we spawned Crota. Zavala's. Oh, okay. I never paid attention to that. Okay, and then the picture for the one that we just read. Zivu. I'll try to remember that. I'm sorry if I do it again incorrectly. How was your evening, by the way? You missed the kitty cam. I mean, Umbra's still chilling right there. Oh, hold on. I need to do something before I forget. I know it's not much. Oops. Sorry. I'll do it later. I don't remember how to do it. Verse 4:8, the partition of death. One day, Oryx decided to grow new wings. While he wrestled his worm, he came upon his twin daughters dying in a wound between places. "What are you doing, my daughters?" he asked. He was afraid that Ir-Halak and Ir-Anuk were trying to go into the deep, where only the tablets of ruin allowed orcs to go. "We are dying, father," they said, "as many times as we can manage." "That's adorably precocious." Oryx shook out his new wings. "But why?" "We proposed a method by which ascendant souls can be detached and integrated into a tautological and autonomous thanatosphere, which we tentatively term an oversoul. Oversouls can be stored in a throne world as a mechanism of enhanced death resilience. As a side effect, new refinements to our death song may be achieved, moving us closer to a generally effective paracausal death impulse." Oryx brandished his sword. "Speak the royal tongue, or I'll pin you up for air to eat." "If we can separate our deaths from ourselves and hide them, we will be hard to kill." Oryx went to his son Crota. "Go keep an eye on your sisters," he said. "You can learn cunning from them." But while Oryx traveled to observe the deep, destroy an ancient fortress world, Crota conspired with his sisters to learn their secrets. "I too will experiment with a wound," he said. With his sword, Crota cut open a new wound into a new space. In here, he thought he might obtain a secret power. Out of his wounds came machines called Vex. They invaded Oryx's throne world. Verse... Hi, what are you doing? What are you doing? Kitty? Verse 4:9. Open your eye, go into it. The Vex clattered around, constructing large problems. At first, their constructions were deranged because they didn't understand the sword logic, which defines all the rules in Oryx's throne world. The geometry perplexed them. "I'll cut them apart," Crota said. But just then, the Vex ritual of better thoughts manifested a mind called Kyria. Blade transform. Kyria deduced the sword logic. "I have to kill everything," Kyria resolved. "Then I will be powerful." Crota's gate began to emit warrior Vex, huge and brassy. They leapt forward to fight them, but they blinked away. After they fled from Crota, they killed 2,000 of Oryx's acolytes and 10,000 of his thrall. Soon they established themselves as powers in this world, by right of slaughter. "Come forth, sister wizards. Call Ir-Halak, we need you." Ir-Anuk pulled a sword star out of the sky. Together, the wizards charged it with killing power and made an annihilator totem, which they used to smash the Vex. "Close the wound, brother Crota." Close the wound, brother Crota, Anuk ordered. "We will find a cunning way to destroy them, but only after they stop constructing problems on us. but Kyria had instanced itself to the other side of the gate and built a holdfast to keep the way open. Kyria's objective was to exploit the paracausal physics of Oryx's throne to become divine. It organized a series of vast invasions. For 100 years of local time, the siblings fought the Vex. When the Vex came into the Sword World, they were inevitably annihilated. But when the Hive went into the Vex world, they lost too much of their power to win. Father's going to eat your souls, Halak sighed. Kyria captured some worm larvae and began experimenting with them. Soon, Kyria, Blade transformed manifested religious tactics. By directing worship at the worms, Kyria learned it could alter reality with mild anthropogenic effects. Being an efficient machine, Kyria manufactured a priesthood and ordered all its subminds to believe in worship. Then it set about abducting and killing dangerous organisms so it could bootstrap itself to Hive godhood. For some Vex reason, Kyria never attempted to introduce worm larvae into its mind fluid. Savathun was laughing because she had tricked Crota into cutting that place. This drew the attention of the worm, our god. Oryx, called Air, set your house in order. Wonder what that is. Verse 410, an emperor for all outcomes. Oryx rushed home and read from the tablets of ruin. He put some of the Vex into wounds, to be taken by the power of the deep. Thus he turned the Vex against each other. Kyria manifested a range of tactics, but none of them were adaptive. Oryx crushed all the Vex in his throne. Isn't it amazing artwork? And you guys don't even get to see it how I see it, because my camera is super tiny. Oryx thought that he should study geometry like the Vex. It was the map of perfect shapes, but first he had to punish imperfection. My son, he said, this is your punishment. Come home glorious or die forgotten. He picked up Crota by the legs and threw him into the Vex Gate network. Crota battled through history, becoming a legendary demon. In his early centuries, he often spared a few victims to hear oaths and protest against his father. Later, he came to understand Oryx and made temples and monuments wherever he went. Meanwhile, Oryx brooded on the Vex. I've met a worthy rival, he said. They want to exist forever just as I do, but I don't understand them. Hi, how are you? It's going. For sure. I need to... I haven't done too much because I've been working a little bit, and then I've taken a little bit of time away. Like, I was gone for like a week. And then I'm going to be out of town a little bit. But, yeah, it is history class. Benji, like, I mean, this is just volume 1, and we're almost halfway. Close to halfway. I'm going to go grab an ibuprofen real quick. I will be right back. Oops. This is my bookmark. Keep sliding out. You feel that? Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll just... There we go. Okay. I guess I wasn't gone as long as I thought it was going to be. I think my head is just hurting from work. Okay. Yeah, you've missed... Oh, Benji. So, we've just... Oryx created the Vex. That's where we are. Okay, give me a second. Let me figure out where we were. Okay. Meanwhile, Oryx brooded on the Vex. I've met a worthy rival, he said. They want to exist forever just as I do, but I don't understand them. At this, his worm began to chew on him, for he was bound to understand. He called Savathun to meet in the material world. She told him that the Vex worked tirelessly to understand everything so that they could build a victory condition for everything possible end state of the universe. Then I must be a better king, Oryx said. If they want to build an emperor for all outcomes, then I will be the king of only one. I will follow the deep wherever it goes and document its power. Let us create a catalog of the grave of worlds, which will be our map to victory. Oryx knew that all his life he could be described as cellular automata, except for that life which understood the deeper the sky and thus escaped causality. Out of the love for her brother, which was the same as the desire to kill him, Savathun leaked a secret to Xivu Arath. Xivu Arath. Listen, Xivu. Oryx's throne world has been compromised. You can cut your way in from here. Xivu Arath used this to plan an ambush. But Oryx was too canny. The Taken King said to his court, the High War, "My throne world is vulnerable. I am going to move it." "Where?" asked Kagor, world render. "Into a mighty dreadnought," said Oryx. "I shall keep my glorious mind cosmos inside a titanic warship." Verse 411, Dreadnought. To make his ship, Oryx scrimshawed one piece of Akka who was dead but far from gone. He stole the hammer of Xivu Arath and the scalpel of Savathun, and he armored his ship in baneful armor. When Oryx had built his dreadnought, he pushed his throne world out, inside out, so that it bled into the material space of the dreadnought. They were coterminous and allied his ship in his sin. The dreadnought was within the throne of Oryx, but the throne of Oryx was the dreadnought, Ayat. This required a verse from the Tablets of Ruin. The whole court worked together to push Oryx's throne inside out. This was a day of joyous violence, and all of Oryx's broods mark this holiday as Eversion Day, which is celebrated by turning things inside out. Saith Oryx, "Go out into the universe, my court, gather tribute for me. Send it home to my ship. When I call you, walk up that tribute to my court. I will prepare for long voyages. I am Savathun Insidious. Into the war. I graffiti this notice for you. Into the deep. These books are full of lies." Now Oryx's throne was safe from incursion because it moved so nimbly. Oryx attacked Harmonious Flotilla, invincible, who guarded the Nisha Thought ship. When the flotilla... Yeah! Hey, Toasty! Wait, do you say it flotilla or is it flotilla? I don't think this is Spanish, so I'm going to say flotilla. It just feels so wrong. How are you, Toasty? Tilla. Flotilla. You would say tortilla. I say that too. Okay. I struggled with that word. I'm sorry. Oryx when the flotilla surrounded his dreadnought, Oryx put his sword into the hole, and he used the power of the deep, the clever systems his daughters built, to push his throne world out into mere reality. By wrath and confidence, he filled space with an egg of his throne. It swelled up like a ghost star to smash Harmonious Flotilla Invincible. Oryx broke the last word off their name. In the Nisha Thought ship, Oryx hoped to find the location of the gift mast, which had been left behind by the traveler. Oryx wanted to eat it. But the Thought ship was a trap. Upon it was Kyria, blade transform. Okay, flotilla. So it feels so wrong. Verse 50. interdict, simulate, worship. I am going to kill you. I am going to salt my meat with your briny little thoughts. I am going to cook flesh on your broken, molten hull. Insinuate, subvert, replicate. This ship is my throne. You want to take it from me? You want to fill up your own spawn and use it for your abstract purposes? But I defy you. Observe, imitate, usurp. Enjoy your lurk. You will never be what I am. Simulate me, wretch. Calculate the permutations of my divinity. Compute the death in the shape of my throne. Render my shadow on the stone of 10,000 graveyard worlds. It will never be enough. I hold the tablets of ruin. I speak to the deep. Not with a galaxy of thinking matter you could encompass me. Behold, unknown, enigma, shortfall. Abort, halt, abort. Do I? Ooh, we're on a new verse. That was 5-0. All of your little Destiny emotes. Wait. Hold on. Let me shout out a couple of people real quick before I get too far. Okay. I don't know what you were playing. You played Dead of Night? I have that on my wish list, but I need to finish some games first. And then we've got... I wonder what you were playing, Benji. I know Toasty played recently. Did you do that or were you playing Tales of Symphonia last night? And then last one for the moment. I hope I didn't forget anybody. Dead by Daylight. Okay, I was like, I know I saw you. I think you might have played 2 nights in a row. Okay, that's what it was. I was like, I don't remember you playing that last night. I was lurking. My allergies have been really bad, so if I sound stuffy or anything, sorry about that. You got the diamond shovel? Congrats. You're crying through it? Oh no. Am I going to be an emotional wreck when I play it? Y'all come in and lurk. Yeah, I don't always get to say hi, but I come in and I check everybody out. Everybody's been playing Sea of Thieves recently, and it kind of makes me want to play Sea of Thieves. Sorry, trying to breathe. Oh my gosh. I don't have it yet, Toasty. Lissy, welcome on in. How is everyone doing tonight? What were you playing? Stardew. I saw you playing Stardew earlier. I will definitely let you know, Toasty. Yes, welcome in, Raiders. Did you have fun with Stardew? Hi. How are you doing, Lissy? Were you playing with Bones and was FX playing and Feeds? I'm just giving out some cozy vibes. And Toxavius, were you playing Stardew? I know you had talked about getting it. Well, welcome in. We just learned about the Dreadnought. Thank you for that follow, by the way. Welcome on in, Gungasar. Gungasar? Did I say that right? Oh, okay. I thought you were Feeds or FX. Sorry. Thank you so much for that gifted sub, FX. You don't ever have to do that, so I appreciate it. Yay! Such a good group of people. I still haven't played any Stardew, but my schedule's all over the place. Hello! How are you? Am I saying it right? Hitsupod? Welcome on in. How is everybody doing tonight? Today, whatever time zone it is for you. I've got my kitties chilling with me. One is in here, and then one is like right there. Let's see. I can show you that one. Hi, little one. Hi, baby. Just a little kitty cam. We have a few pending. I know. Just Gunga is fine? Okay. I will keep that in mind. Lissy, and my schedule is not very compatible on Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are kind of a toss-up. Cato just bit you? No! I'm sorry. That's not fun. Are you okay? You're not like bleeding or anything? So did I tell you how, okay, the emote you just used, the grr? I clicked on that and all of a sudden I figured out like this random person I'm following. I was like, I have no idea where I remembered. Like, I don't know where I found them from. And then I clicked on her name and I was like, oh, I know these emotes. I know why I followed her. Right as you got off stream, at least it wasn't on stream. Okay, I'm going to start the next verse. Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you so much, Lissy, for that raid, by the way. It's good to see you. So if things are weird, it's because I'm trying to mimic the Hive, the Vex, and maybe the Traveler at some point. Verse 5:1, end of failed timeline. By now, Korea knows it can't win. There's something pathological about the world inside Oryx's ship. It resists analysis with hot, dead spite. And Oryx himself, he's irreducible. He refuses to obey Kyria's simulation. He crashes around sowing chaos. He grabs subminds and compromises them with some kind of ontological weapon. Paracausal systems, very problematic. Kyria's trying the religious tactics it evolved in the Hive manifold. But even on those terms, Oryx is strong, so strong. Kyria won't be able to protect its gates much longer. The closest Kyria's got to a simulation of Oryx is a best guess bootstrap. It's wrong. Kyria's sure of that. It's Oryx minus the symbiote organism. Minus the wings and morphs, minus the weapon, minus the power. No good for anything. Kyria manifests the simulation anyway, just to see what happens. The Taken King marches on Kyria's Hydra Hole, armed with black blade and magic, cloaked in ancient cloth, and the universe wails in horror around him. Kyria's physics, models, and toys worlds choke and crash. Kyria observes, alert and attentive, as a single quark splits on the tip of Oryx's sword. From within the Hydra hole, Kyria's tiny. Wow, reading just got really hard all of a sudden. Kyria's tiny, not Oryx, speaks. What are you? It says, manifesting terror and awe. Oryx's eyes blaze with curiosity that is entirely isomorphic with hate, with voracious hunger. Arash, he says in his Hive language, you've made me as I was. You've made a tiny Arash. Kyria updates the simulation's name. Arash is curious. You're me? You're me as I become? Oryx kneels. His blade is on his left shoulder. Kyria is firing every available weapon at him, but his wards don't break. He looks into Kyria's sensors through the hammering fire and he says, Child, I have everything you wanted. I am immortal. I know the great secrets of the universe. I have scouted the edges of the darkness, and I have chased the lion god down galactic arms in a howling pack of moons. In my first, I carry the secret power that will rule eternity. In my worm, I bear the tribute of my court and of my children, the Hope Eater, the Weaver, and the Unraveler. And with this tribute, I smash my foes. Smash my hose. What is reading? Why is this so difficult? And with this tribute, I smash my foes. I am Oryx, the Taken King. I am almighty. Kyria samples the tale. Intelligence retrieved from Ecumene Gate. There are useful names. It feeds them to the simulation. What about your sisters? Arash asks his future self. Sathona, Zero, are they with you? The Taken King's fangs glint. That sound might be a laugh or a hiss. Curia shuts down its weapons and puts all its spare resources into sending telemetry to the Vex Greater. There will be points in space and time there where this data is vital. There will be great projects undertaken in this study of the ontological power, this throne space. Where are my sisters? Arash shouts. What have you done with my people? What have you done? But Oryx's fist is full of black fire, and the next thing Curia sees is a light like the stars. Yeah, we smash them hoes all the time in the dark below, the deep. Verse 5-2. Strict proof eternal. I have a gift for you, says Oryx. Savathun, Witch Queen, looks at him with dry wariness. Is it the sword logic I need to go into the deep and take your power for myself? Their echoes move along the war moons, walking together on the hull of a 2,000-year-old warship. Savathun's fleet has assembled here, in preparation for an assault on the gift mast. The deep is headed that way on the trail of its prey, and the hive will be its vanguard. It's a Vex I captured, Curia. Blade transform. It made an attempt to puncture my throat. I thought you might enjoy studying it. Oryx pauses, digesting. Through the bond of lineage, he can feel Crota killing worlds and worlds away, and it tastes like sweet fat. Curia contains a Vex attempt to simulate me. It might generate others, you, perhaps, or Xivu Arath. I've left it some will of its own so it can surprise you. I suppose it'll blow up and kill me, Savathun grouses. Or let the machines into my throne where they'll start turning everything into clocks and glass. If it kills you, then you deserve to die. Oryx says it with a quiet thrill, a happy thrill, because it is good to say the truth. I don't have a strict proof yet, you know. Savathun strokes the void with one long claw, and space-time groans beneath her touch. This thing we believe, that we're liberating the universe by devouring it, that we're cutting out the rot, that we're on course to find the final shape, I haven't found a strict eternal proof. We might yet be wrong. Oryx looks at her, and for a moment, just a moment, he is nostalgic. He is sentimental. He thinks, imagine the years behind us, the things we've done, and yet being old doesn't feel like a scar, does it? It hasn't left me dull. I feel alive with you, and every time I step back into this world from my throne, I feel like I'm 2 years old again, at the bottom of the universe, looking up. But he says, Sister, it's us. We're the proof, we the hive. If we last forever, we prove it, and if something more ruthless conquers us, then the proof is sealed. She looks back at him with eyes like hot needles. I like that, she says. That's elegant. Although, of course, she has had this thought before. Verse 5-3. I'd shut them all in cells. Pray and sacrifice, uttered by Xivu Arath, god of war. Harmony. When the traveler passed across Harmony, it lied to the orbits of 10 worlds. Now they orbit the black hole. The traveler lied to the accretion disk so that it would give warm light to these worlds. Hi, Pip-Boy. How are you? Hold on. How is your stream? Are you still streaming? Welcome on in to this cozy, dreary night. It's not really dreary, but you have no sound. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. The traveler lied to accretion disk so that it would give us warm light to these worlds. The gift mast. When the traveler left Harmony, it made a monument out of the black hole's polar jet. In the jet there is a hollow mast which sings in radiance. This is the gift mast, and we will devour it. We will eat the sky out of it. We will snap it like a bone. The Harmony sting. The Harmony have weaponized their dead star. They can stimulate the accretion disk to fire relativistic plasma jets. We will take this sting. We will use it to burn their worlds. We will grant one temple of tribute to the first ascendant to kill a world. Oryx, I have the gift mass to feast on. I will have it first. I am Xivu Arath, and all war is my temple. Beware my daughters of Oryx, for they make and unmake with ease. Savathun, the deceitful sister, will be distracted by Arcana, the song of the black hole. Treat her broods with contempt. The traveler, we chase it and we will devour it. The deep will rule the cosmos. The dragons, our gods will be ours alone. Their smug freedom is an insult to me. I'd shut them all in cells. Bring them to me. Take a sip. Verse 5-4, the gift mast. Hedgehog. So this all lore in reading alone? Yes. There's a funny thing about the traveler lying to the accretion disk. Okay. Sorry, I need to look up every now and then. It makes me feel tired. Especially with this like really bright light. Verse 5-4, the gift mast. Welcome on in, Hedgehog, by the way. It's good to see you. Yeah, so this is just like the lore that you find among the ghosts within Destiny 1. And it's just kind of like, it's way before we ever start. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Dog is just sitting over by the fire. He's chilling. He's been chilling for a while. He might be asleep. But it's just Dog and I and a couple other people, but I don't really see them in here yet. Anyways. The gift mast. The gift mast. FX, thank you for gifting that sub. 7,333 just subscribed. The gift mast. It towers above the star system like a monument to treason. It beams with silver light. It sings a radio lullaby made of soothing lies. In its light, live with harmony, and they are now our prey. Now arrives Xivu Arath at the head of her armada. She fights the Harmony for 50 years with strategies and discipline, but the Harmony turn to dragon wishes and their wishful bishops wrestle Xivu in the ascendant plane. Xivu falls into deadlock. Next arrives Savathun, flanked by her chorus and her celebrants. They trick their way onto Anna Harmony in disguises so that they might vivisect these dragons. The worm, our god, laughs and laughs. For 100 years, Savathun keeps secret covens among the Harmony. But first of all was Oryx, whose brood grew in secret places in the rubble of the accretion disk. The first navigator sends rocks and comets to crash into the Harmony worlds so that the Harmony fleet will be disarrayed. He sends Cedars to infiltrate the Harmony worlds with his broods. Here, at the center of the 5th book, the Hive has grown so mighty that it has made the annihilation of all false life routine. Xivu Arath kills the wishful bishops, and Savathun achieves some secret purpose, and Oryx's court tears down the gift mast. The Harmony... Thank you. The Harmony people wail in terror, and they throw themselves into the silver lakes of Anna Harmony to drown. Come, saith Oryx, eat of the gift mast, for I am a generous god. Of its pieces, I claim only 2 out of every 5. The mast is full of the light of the traveler. It is full of the marrow waste of the sky. All who eat of it are filled with the ecstatic certainty that they serve a great and necessary purpose. Then saith Savathun, siblings, listen, we must part ways a while so that we may grow different. She flies her war moons into the black hole. Her throne becomes distant. Saith Xivu Arath, King Oryx, you take up too much space. Your power constrains too many choices. I must go away from you. She flies her war moons away into the night. Her throne is barred shut. Then Oryx was alone. He spent a while in thought, and those thoughts are recorded here. I missed a little bit. I can tell you stories of the traveler, how he was unable to fight the darkness. There are tales throughout the city to frighten children. Lately, those tales have stopped. Now the children are frightened anyway. I remember the speaker once upon a time. Yes, thank you so much for that gifted sub, FX, to both Hedgehog and Itchy Kami Guru. Enjoy your little emotes. Shit, now I need to give mouth presents. Oh my god. You don't have to do anything. What is this? Hey, Aim, how are you doing? Long time no see. We are reading the Books of Sorrow from Destiny Grimoire, Volume 1. Yes. Destiny lore. I totally think there should be voice changing. So it's kind of hard to tell because there's not a ton of quotes. Most of it's just kind of like, this is how it's kind of like laid out. Let me choose a page. So I have to kind of like, as I'm reading, figure it out. If that makes sense, it gets kind of tough. Challenges. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh, Gambit. You were getting... y'all are talking so much. Destiny. I definitely did not play a ton of Destiny this season. Finish challenges. You just need a lot of games. FX really is an amazing person, Hedgehog. Witchcraft challenges? Oh, that sucks. Aim, how have you been? What are you doing? You're doing great? Oh, I see it now that I'm like moving along. I haven't played really any Destiny this season. I tried to stream it one day and it just... My computer can handle it, but I don't think my internet can. You thought FX was a bot? A dog. No Destiny this season. I know, FX bot. I know, right? FX is my bot. That's what I call my second bot. FX chip. Yeah, was something you said on stream? Oh, I must have missed it. Synthetics do pretend to be human. Stop spilling the tea. Oh my gosh. You guys. Y'all. Well, Aim, it's good to see you. Onward. Okay. Verse 5:5. Yes, enjoy, hang out, do whatever you need. It's good to have you. Thank you for that follow. This is our message to the things that we kill. Oh, wait. Verse 5:5. Apocalypse refrains. You know, real quick. Sometimes Twitch has unfollowed me a couple of times from people, and it's people I know I have followed. So, but don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about it. It happens, and you're not obligated to follow. You can always hang out without a follow. You're getting earrings tomorrow? Wait, like, you're getting your ears pierced? Or you're buying new earrings? Ooh, that's exciting. So I have, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. I have 2 piercings on my ear. The first one once was gauged, but the second one I like got a second piercing, and then I just had so many problems with my gauge. So many problems, and I was like, I'm just not gonna ever wear earrings again. Yeah, enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much for hanging out. Becoming king of the pirates typing. All right. Apocalypse refrains. This is our message to the things that will kill. We will kill. A species which believes that a good existence can be invented through games of civilization and through laws of conduct is doomed by that belief. They will die in terror. The lawless and the ruthless will drag them down to die. The universe will erase their monuments. but the one that sets out to understand the one true law and to perform worship of that law will, by that decision, gain control over their future. They will gain hope of ascendance, and by their ruthlessness, they will assist the universe in arriving at its perfect shape. Only by eradicating from ourselves all clemency for the weak can we emulate and become that which endures forever. This is inevitable. The universe offers only one choice, and it is between ruthlessness and extinction. We stand against the fatal lie that a world built on laws and conduct may never resist the action of the truly free. This is the slavery of the traveler, the crime of creation, in which labor is wasted on the construction of false shapes. If you choose to fight us with everything you have, with all your laws and games. We will prove our argument thus. $11? Nice. You've done 3 yourself? Okay, so since I didn't react really well to my second piercing, I have a belly button, and that's all I have. I really want to get some tattoos, but they're really expensive. Like, if you've never had a tattoo, it's expensive. I want a good tattoo. Like, I don't want to just, like, pay someone something cheap for something cheap. I want to have artwork that I want, and I find that really hard to find when I've never searched really myself before. But as for piercings, I think my body is just not about piercings, if that makes sense. I had a really hard time with my belly button. It took like over a year to fix up or to heal fully. And at that time I was like working as a waitress, and I remember snowboarding, but you have to fix a really bad tattoo you got during the pandemic. Oh no. I think I found someone I want to get a tattoo from. Hi, come on. What are you doing? Yeah? Hi, you. What you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Hi. She's gonna curl up on my lap. What you doing, love? Hi. Oh, okay. Hold on. I know, we're not super cozy. She's like, what are you doing? There you go. She's not really thrilled about that. What you doing? Do you want me to zip it all the way up? Do you want it? What do you want? No? We're not down for that. She's just like smelling the zipper. It's so weird. Don't tell Prey. You're stretching out the jacket. Gotta give little scritches. I'm sorry. You had your navel done once, but even though you told him not to, he still pierced it really low. Ooh. That sounds horrible. Hi, what are you doing? Hi. We're just getting scritches. Do you want me? Okay. I will totally unzip it. Is that better? Is that better? She like doesn't know what she wants. Took that out, got it. You're gonna fall. What are you doing? She's just leaning on it, but not like upset about the zipper. Come on, you're fine. If you start chewing on it, I'll totally unzip it. Okay. Do you want me to take you out of this? What do you want? Are you hanging out in here? She's like more curious about the zipper than falling asleep on my lap. Okay. What? Okay. What? Okay. Hold on. What are you doing? We good? Do you want me to lean back more? She's like, get cozy. I wonder, I can't reach. Oops. Hold on. Adjusting. Verse 5:5. Oh, I just read that. Verse 5:6. Oh, snap, a tongue tattoo? A tongue tattoo? You took it out, then got it done. My Av duper? Awesome girl. And one of my dogs has a tattoo. One of your dogs has a tattoo? Of this, oh. Hey! What? It's a toy, don't you know? What do you do? What are you playing with? Huh? Huh? What are you doing? Yeah? Does it feel nice? Aya. All is well. Aya. What is at war is healthy. What is at peace is sick. My son, Crota, feeds me a rich, rich tribute. My lineages are strong. My worm is vast and satiated, and with that security, I can spend my time on study and communion with the deep. As I learn more secrets, my power grows. As my power grows, I use it to learn more secrets. I let it be thus, because it must. My worm is vast. I wonder if my sisters have secrets of their own. If my power exceeds theirs, I may kill them permanently and subsume their thrones. But I think they have strength that they hide from me, developed in time of separation. The only meaningful relationship is the attempt to destroy. Savathun asks if I am as much a slave of the deep as my taken. She asked what price I pay for my power. Hi, what are you doing? Are you just in pure bliss? No. Savathun asks if I am as much a slave as the deep as my taken. She asks what a price I pay for my power. I am not taken. The hive is not the deep. The deep doesn't want everything to be the same. It wants life, strong life. Life that lives free without the need for a habitat of games to insulate it from reality. When I make my taken, I make them come closer to perfect. Or I make them closer to perfect. I heal their wounds and enhance their strengths. This is inherently good. The only right is existence. The only wrong is non-existence. I am Oryx, the first navigator, the taken king. Let me be what I am, because to be anything else would be fatal. They didn't last long? Aw. Dermals are tough. I don't personally know. Satiated? Yes, satiated. Verse 5:7. Forever and a blade. I considered returning to fundament, learning what became of the God wave and the tungsten monoliths and the continents, which were all that remained of my people's primal home. But I know what became of all that. It became me. I am the heir of fundament, the immortal descendant of those 10-year krill. I asked a question. How can we live in the universe long enough to understand it? And I learned the answer, which is written here in this book. I learned that I had to become the most ruthless of all. I don't know where the darkness, which is the deep, came from, nor the traveler that I hunt, but I will learn. I will learn. This is my inheritance, my estate, eternity, infinity, the whole universe beneath my sword. This is what I rule, forever in a blade. Verse 5:8, worm food. What will happen if I die? It suits me to consider this, for I am great ally of death. My daughters study the quiddity of death. My son practices the inhabitation of death. And my great work is, in ultima, to become synonymous with death. What? And to die. Oh, why are we getting spicy? Why? What are you getting spicy about? What? What are you getting spicy about? You okay? What is it? You okay? What's wrong? Cats are always moody. Well, and this one likes to, like, play, but, like, angrily. You okay? What's this about? Yeah? I just want to set the book here. Is that okay? Is that okay? It's not touching you. To die and in that dying live, so that if the universe comes to nothing, then I will be part of that nothing. Far better to have a savage universe with a happy end than a happy universe with no hope. I have died many times, but these deaths were only temporary. If my echoes are killed, and I am killed in the material world, then I will be driven back to my throne, the dreadnought. If my court and my throne can be beaten, if I am confronted in my throne, if I am defeated there, then I will die, my work will end. This is the pact to which I am bound, in particular by my study of the tablets of ruin, and by my use of the power of the deep. When I call upon that power, I put myself up as the stakes in a wager. I gamble with my soul, for I am saying, listen, my gods, I am the mightiest thing there is, and I prove it thus. Lately, I have realized how much I depend on Crota and my daughters, and even upon my court. If I lost them, my outlays would exceed my intakes, and my tribute would not be enough to feed my worm. But this is proper. For if I lost them, it would be because they were not mighty enough, and then I would be a bad father, a bad king. I must test them and fight with them to keep them strong. This is my Giaz. I will go on forever. I will understand everything. There is only one path, and that is the path you make it. But you can make more than one path. Break your cell's bars. Make a new shape. Make the shape from its path. Find your cell's bars. Break out of the bars and find a shape. Make the shape from its path. Eat the light. Eat the path. If I fail, let me be worm food. Chorused piercings would be a fun thing to do for pics. What are those? It's funny because for such a long thought, he didn't think ahead to the end when there's nothing more to eat. Right. What happens after you consume everything? I mean, isn't that kind of like, not to get IRL, but isn't that kind of like a huge issue in real life? Like, what happens when you've swallowed it all up? It is now bath time on me. This is fine. Verse 5:9. I'll make sure. I have made preparations. If I am defeated, I know it will be because my understanding of the universe was incomplete. I failed to anticipate some strategy, some nemesis. Perhaps towel, if she still lives. You did. If I am defeated, I know that I will fall into something mighty, something that craves might, something that loves what I love, which is the deep. A principle and a power, the versatile protein need to adapt and endure, to reach out and shape the universe entirely for that purpose, to mutate and redesign and test and iterate so that it can prevail, can seize existence and hold it, certain that this is everything, that there is nothing left to life except living. And it has two faces, yet it is one shape. One face is the objective, which is obvious, and the other face that will to sacrifice things and ideas for a single mission. The mission of becoming the shape, a shape that will not relent, the utter commitment to survival, to draw the right sword and choose where to cut, to allow this hunger to become your weapon. So I will prepare a book, which is a map to a weapon, and my vanquisher will read that book, seeking the weapon, and they will come to understand me, where I have been and where I was going. And then they will take up my weapon, and they will use it. They will use that weapon, which is all that I am, and armed thus with my past and my future and my present, which is a weapon that takes whatever is available, a weapon bound to malice. They will mantle me, Oryx, the Tickling King. They will become me, and I will become them, each of us defeating the other, correcting the other, alloying ourselves into one omnipotent philosophy. Thus I will live forever. I'll make sure. The guy who wrote that chapter had this comment about the meaning of Ayat. This is it, and its purpose is expression. Its meaning is the invocation of what it is. Its mission is to draw in the mind and make an incision of curiosity, and to be that incision, which is a question and its own solution. To make one hunger for an answer whose answer is its own wanting. This is it. It is that utterance. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Hedgehog. Go enjoy. Thank you again for hanging out. It's good to have you here. You're always welcome. Take care. Have a good night. Oh, before you go, look at this image. That's us. What is else? Oh, PS4. Yeah, I have PS4. I don't know how long I'll have, like, I don't know how long I'll have the, excuse me, PS Pass. Yep, Oryx's last move was to become a weapon by which he would be used by the strongest being in the universe, and thus still be part of the final shape. It's a very interesting way to look upon it, you know. Guess what? Chapter 2, The Burden of Light. It was destroyed in the Red War? Flip a table. You are a living being. I don't even know what words are anymore. I need to take a moment and, like, look away from a page. What, kitty? This is a good time for a bath. He's an obvious part of the spirit bomb. You're not wrong. Well, if you want to watch me fail at Fall Guys, let me know. Oh, wait, there's not crossplay on Fall Guys, is there? Hedgehog, do you play any PC games? I do have Fall Guys on PlayStation. Just look me up as Belong02. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Next time I'll lower the camera so if she hops on my lap, you can see her just bathing away on my lap. You're failing at Fall Guys? Failing at Fall Guys? Imagine failing at Fall Guys. Isn't the point to fall? You don't think our plans will make the requirements to play it? Wait, what do you mean? Are we getting into Palamon, Thorin, Dredge, and Yor? Yes, we are. We are. Sorry, I didn't see that message, FX. Chapter 2, The Burden of Light. If there is light, there must also be darkness. One reveals the other, tends it, carves it like marble to reveal a new shape. There is a balance between them. Therefore, to understand the darkness, we study the light. Just as light is connected through space and time, so is the darkness. And just as the light has those who serve, who acts as hands and heart and will, there are those who wield the dark in the same fashion. The light healed us, and so we have a responsibility to give it back the lives it has given us. There will be a day when we meet a new kind of guardian. Light and dark, power and weakness, guardian and guardian, symmetry. I have a fun link to show off for this. Yeah, share it. Sorry, laptops. I was reading something that said plans and decided to write it and said, oh, you're like, this is fine. The last word. Oh, wait, hold on. Spoilers, by the way. FX over here sharing spoilers. I'm just kidding. What are you doing, kitty? You're okay? She's just like staring at my hand. You see it? Look at the picture. No? Okay. You are a spoiler, FX. Wait. Do you want me to read it? Or do you want me to... Okay. I won't read it in case... Oops. Which button did I push? 9 months before they made it. Nice! You should share that in Discord. I think I still have a Destiny channel. You can put it wherever you want, though. Cool. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. You can't quite see her. She's like, stop. Oh, okay, bye. Sorry, I pushed you away. Where are you going? Oh, we're gonna come up there. Oh, hi. Cat butt. All right. What? Let me scoot this back a little. I want to have more space on my desk. I can hear the pages turning in this like YouTube video I have. All right. The last word once was Palamon. I am writing this from memory, some mine, but not all. The facts won't sync with the reality, but they'll be close, and there's no one to say otherwise. So for all intents and purposes, this will be the history of a settlement we called Palamon, and the horrors that followed an all too brief peace. I remember home and stories of a paradise we'd all get to see someday, of a city, shining even in the night. Palamon didn't shine, but it was a sanctuary of sort. We'd settle in the heart of a range that stretched the horizon, wooden mountains that shot with purpose towards the sky. Winters were harsh, but the trees and peaks hid us from the world. We talked about moving on, sometimes striking out for the city, but it was just a longing. Drifters came and went. On occasion, they would stay, but rarely. We had no real government, but there was the rule of law, basic tenets, agreed upon by all and eventually overseen by Magistrate Loken. And there you have it. No government until there was. I was young, so I barely understood. I remember Loken as a hard-working man who just became broken. Mostly, I think he was sad and frightened. As his fingers tightened on Palamon, people left. Those who stayed saw our days become gray. Loken's protection from the fallen, from ourselves, became dictatorial. Looking back, I think maybe Loken had just lost too much of himself, his family. But everyone lost something, and some of us had nothing to do to begin with. My only memory of my parents is a haze, like a daydream, and a small light, like the spark of their souls. It's not anything I dwell on. They left me early, taken by drugs. Palamon raised me from there. The family I called my own, cared for me as if I was their natural-born son, and life was good, being the only life I knew. My judgment is skewed, and it wasn't easy. Pocked by loss as it was, but I would call it good. Until, of course, it wasn't. Until two men entered my world. One a light, the other the darkest shadow I would ever known. The last word, too. The weight of truth. No government. We don't pay our taxes. We got rent and we got bills. Hi, Dylan. Dylan, Tato is in here. He's probably lurking right now, but. Hi, love. Tato, look, the Dillman. Is it Dillman or is it Dillmanian? I'm just kidding. I say Dillman too. The last word too, the weight of truth. Either. A devil. Devil. Just kidding. What if we called you Damien? Manium? Manium. Manian. The man I would come to know as Jaron Ward, my third father, and quite possibly my closest friend, came to Palamon from the south. I was just a boy, but I'll never forget his silhouette on the empty trail as he made his slow walk into town. I'd never seen anything like him. Maybe none of us had. He'd said he was only passing through, and I believed him, still do, but life can get in the way of intent and often does. I can picture that day with near perfect clarity. Of all the details, though, every nuance, every moment.
Did we get more?
Huh?
Did you get beer?
No.
Oh,
it's the strawberry one. Sorry.
Also, it's Dillmanian.
It's Dillmanian. Deville. Sorry. I can picture that day with near perfect clarity. Of all the details, though, every nuance, every moment. The memory that sticks in my mind is the iron on Jaren's ship. Heron? A cannon that looked both pristine and lived in, like a relic of every battle he'd ever fought, hung low at his waist, a trophy and a warning. This man was dangerous, but there was a light about him, a pureness to his weight that seemed to hint that his ire was something earned, not carelessly given. I'd been the first to see him as he approached, but soon most of Palamon had turned out to greet him. My father held me back as everyone stood in silence. Yaron didn't make a sound behind his sleek racer's helmet. He looked just like the heroes in the stories, and to this day I'm not sure, one way or another, if the silence between the townspeople and the adventurer was born of fear or respect. I like to think that the latter. But any truth I try to place on the moment would be of my own making. As we waited for Magistrate Loken to arrive and make an official greeting, and my patience got the best of me, I shook free of my father's heavy hand and made the short sprint across the court, stopping a few paces from where this new curiosity stood. A man unlike any other. I stared up at him, and he lowered his attention to me, his eyes hidden behind the thick tinted visor of his headgear. My sight quickly fell to his sidearm. I was transfixed by it. I imagined all the places that weapon had been, all of the wonders it had seen, the horrors it had endured. My imagination darted from one heroic act to the next. I barely registered when he began to kneel, holding out the iron as if an offering, but my eyes locked onto the piece mesmerized. I recall turning back to my father and seeing the looks of the faces of everyone I knew. There was worry there. My father slowly shaking his head as if pleading with me to ignore the gift. I turned back to the man I would become to know as Yaron Ward, the finest hunter the system may ever know, and one of the greatest guardians to ever defend the Traveler's Light. And I took the weapon in my hand, carefully, gently. Not to use, but to observe, to imagine, to feel its weight and know its truth. That was the first time I held last word, but unfortunately not the last. The last word. Yours, not mine. Renegade Hunter Shin Malfor Tidrudgeon Yor, during the showdown at Dwindler's Ridge. The last word is a romantic weapon, a throwback to simpler times when steady aim and large rounds were enough to dispense justice in the wilds of the lawless frontier. Of course, some might say that time has come again. The Dark Age 2. A good man's deed. Loken's men found Yaron Ward in the courtyard where this had all began. 9 guns trained on him, 9 cold hearts waiting the order. Magistrate Loken standing behind them, looking pleased with himself. Yaron Ward stood in silence. His ghost peeked out over his shoulder. Loken took in the crowd before stepping forward, as if to claim the ground, his ground. You question me? There was venom in his words. This is not your home. I remember Loken's gestures here, making a show of it all. Everyone else was still quiet. I tugged at my father's sleeve, but he just tightened his grip on my shoulder to the point of pain, his way of letting me know that this was not the time. I'd watched Yaron's every move over the past months, mapping his effortless gestures and slight, earned mannerisms. I'd never seen anything like him. He was something I couldn't comprehend, and yet I felt I understood all that I needed in the moment I'd seen him. He was more than us, not better, not superior, just more. I wanted Father to stop what was happening. Looking back now, I realized that he didn't want to stop it. No one did. As Loken belittled Yaron Ward, taunted him, enumerated his crimes and sins, my eyes were stuck on Yaron's pistol, fixed to his hip, his steady hand resting calmly on his belt. I remember the pistol's weight effortless, and my concern faded. I understood. This is our town, my town, Loken was shouting now. He was going to make a show of Yaron, teach the people of Palamon a lesson in obedience. Yaron spoke clear and calm. Not anymore. Loken laughed dismissively. He had 9 guns on his side. Those gonna be your last words, boy, then? Then, boy? Oh, my God. The movement was a flash. Quick as a chain lightning, Yaron spoke as he moved. Yours, not mine. Smoke trailed from Yaron's revolver. Loken hit the ground, a dark hole in his forehead, eyes staring into eternity. Yaron stared down the 9 guns trained on him. One by one, they lowered their aim, and the rest of the life began, where, in a few short years, so many others would be ended. 9 guns. I know, right? I just imagine, like, poof, 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 poof. You know what I mean? Ooh, we still have a little bit. We just read the last word.
Yours, not mine.
Yours, not mine. Whew. How long do I have to read for the... Wow, that's a lot of... That's a weird bit to read, isn't it?
It's because it's very hivey.
Very hivey. I think I might end it here, actually. Let's see. Oh, I need to do something. So, let me grab my bookmark. It is a longer sequence, and I saw that it continues after Thorn. Thorn is next, but I need to my eyes. I have one more thing. Hold on. There's some, okay, so Destiny. I know Destiny. Woo. FX helped me buy this. The way they order it makes kind of sense. Okay, well, we will continue those, and I can even like restart the gun next time. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow, but I think I'm going to stream on, I know I'm going to stream on Friday, because we're going to do the makeup stream and the cooking stream together with RQ, because RQ is going to be in town. You did hear a familiar voice, Tato, but I wanted to figure out a couple of drinks. So let me find these. Hold on. Oops. Didn't mean to move that. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So we've got a few different... Did you want me to show you this book at all? I'll have to like... This one's way like more animated. I wonder who that is. Well, okay, so the beverages. So let me find them. One is called the Wave Splitter. One is the Tincture of Queen's Foil. Izanagi's Burden. Thorn. Cold Heart. I think... I don't know what the one in that one is. Le Monarque, The Vow, London Fog, Horror Story. I thought they were, Sunshot. Could have sworn there was a last word. Is it not? Oh, Ace of Spades. Yeah, there's some alcoholic drinks, and there are some that don't have alcohol in them. So, both. I think the Tincture of Queen's Foil, I think that one's like a tea. That looks really pleasant. There's also... Let me find them. You meant to cook something from this book a year ago? Yeah, and then since I don't have the same diet as... Thank you. Yeah. Go over. I'm going to end soon, Hedgehog, so don't worry about it. I need to figure out who we're going to raid, but you support only alcohol. Okay. I wanted to narrow it down, though. Let's flip through these pages. So horror, I don't want the horror story. It's like, I mean, that one's not alcoholic though, but I don't think Prey would like that. Skyburner's Oath is like a Mexican style hot chocolate, so it's spicy with marshmallows that you make. Let's see. Reveler's Tonic. Look at, and this is non-alcoholic. It's got non-alcoholic curacao, which I think is a little odd. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about non-alcoholic curacao. London Fog. But I kind of wanted to try to make like maybe one or two of these beverages. The Vow, it's like this is almost like a cocktail, like a champagne cocktail. Non-alcoholic, anything sounds gross. The Vow is just really pretty. Let's see. We're gonna, I really want to make pretzels. They're not gonna look that pretty, but I want to make the pretzels. So while we're making the pretzels, I feel like we need something to sip on. You know what I mean? Ugh, sorry. I considered making the people drink stuff that didn't ferment. Disgusting. You support spicy? I like spicy too. Hydrate or dehydrate? Wait, which one? I got water. And I've also got alcohol. It's fine. Cold Heart. That looks like... This looks like some sort of a... Sorry, I keep putting it too far that way. Some sort of a... smoothie? Thorn. This is like a mold. It's got... I say mold. I mean M-U-L-L-E-D, not M-O-L-D. 6 whole cloves, cinnamon sticks, star anise, brown sugar, cider, bottled red wine, oranges, grapefruit. It's like a mulled wine. Let's see. Some of this stuff looks so good. You can't have wine? Okay, not that one then. Izanagi's Burden. That is sake, ginger, cucumber, cilantro, lime juice, ginger beer. That one's probably the closest to a Moscow Mule in here. Grapes killed out. Oh my god, dog. Oh my god. It does sound interesting, right? I think it's like, it said like muledy. Mule-D? Like a mule dick? What are you talking about? Bad dog. Hi, love. Look at how good these... I don't even eat meat anymore, but look how good these bulgogi burritos look. Mmm. Okay. Okay, the Ace of Spades looks really cool. It's got melon liqueur, white rum, orange liqueur, pineapple juice, lime juice, and lemon juice. Look at how electric that looks. You're gonna cook the banh mi burgers? Ooh, here, I'll show you. Those are right here. Except I'm pretty sure, yeah, I was like, I think that's meat. But I could do my own little thing. It looks super good. That is one really thick slice of like a pepper. I will share these with you. I'll try to remember to bring this with me to Albuquerque. There's the spicy ramen, but Prey doesn't really like soup. There's the gyoza, which could always be fun to make. And I can try to do my own. You guys know what those are. I am a vegetarian. I'm not the best of vegetarians because I'll still eat fish. But I just don't, I don't know. I don't advertise it all the time. Yeah, pescatarian. But mostly, I mean, I really only have fish just a handful of times of the year. Vegetarian on the mainland. Yeah, when I'm in Hawaii, I'm like, I'll have some fish. We're almost there. Sunshot. I don't think Prey would like this. It's got bourbon, cinnamon, nutmeg, honey, vanilla, and milk. It looks like it could be good. It's just going to be more like a, not eggnog, but similar. Yeah, sorry. You love bacon and steak too much to just eat veggies and fish. So I don't miss steak very much, but I really missed roast beef. Bacon, I'm picky about bacon when I ate it, so there's that. I really, really miss, I hate to admit it, I really miss Chick-fil-A. We are kind of going through the cookbook. I'm trying to pick out like 1 or 2 beverages. Oh, I miss beef jerky so much. Speaking of meat candy, we're going, yeah, I'm trying to pick out a couple of beverages. Look how pretty the tincture of Queen's Foil looks. That's just a tea. It's got blackberries, Earl Grey, white tea, and sugar. Yeah, tincture of Queen's Foil. It's just a tea. Yeah, it really is. It looks so good. I'll snap a picture of it and send it to you, okay? Don't let me forget. Oh, I didn't show this is what the sunshot looks like. It really does look like eggnog. Page 65. Yeah, this tea sounds so good. There's like a Chinese beef jerky recipe that's fruit flavored. Oh, interesting. You make your own? Yeah, the tincture sounds amazing. It sounds like a subtle sweet tea because it uses 9 cups of water. Okay, so when I've made lemonade, I'll do like 6 cups of water and like, I think it's like, I don't quite remember if it's 1 cup or 2 cups of simple syrup and then lemon, of course. I guess this could be really sweet, but this says 9 cups water, 1.5 cups sugar, 8 ounces blackberries, Earl Grey, and white tea. It just looks really good. It's beautiful. Anyways, all I need is a dehydrator. Can you do something like that in your oven, though? We can always make buttermilk biscuits. Hush puppies. Let's see. What else is there? Ooh, the wave splitter looks cool. It's got 1/2 cup sugar, 2.5 cups water. I think you make simple syrup. Yeah. 20 fresh mint leaves, 1/2 cup fresh lemon juice, blue curacao. I don't know why it would be any other color. Melon liqueur. So if I got curacao and melon liqueur and like white rum, I think I could make the wave splitter, and we could also make the electric green one. What's vegan? Oh, so vegan is like nothing processed by or made by animals. So vegan is more like they don't eat dairy. They try not to buy any clothing or anything that's from animals, like no leather. They try not to eat eggs, or honey is something that's kind of surprising. Pescatarian is basically someone who's on a vegetarian. Yeah, nothing animal made. Yeah, vegan is purely plant-based living. That's the best way to put it. Like nothing by animals if you do it what I think is vegan. Exactly. And then pescatarian, you eat seafood, but you don't eat like chicken, beef, pork, turkey. You don't eat meat except fish, which also counts as like, I say seafood. Seafood is the better, not really fish because it's anything from the ocean. Does that make sense? I have no idea what ovolactum is. Yeah, dairy, so no eggs, milk. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I know vegetarian, like, I definitely still eat cheese and whatnot, but I don't really eat anything chicken, beef, pork. I haven't had that in years now. Vegetarian is kind of like all over the place in my opinion. It's flexible. Right. So, but ovolactum, I didn't know there was such a word, honestly. I didn't really look into it. Let's see. I could also make pita bread. Invective. It's got bottled wine, maraschino liqueur, triple sec, cherry juice, orange sliced, 2 cups fresh cherries, and 2 limes. It's kind of like a... No, this one's not a mead. It's when you pour like wine in a pitcher with a bunch of other stuff. What's it called? Sangria. It's a sangria. You like mead? Mead is... I don't know if I've had a good mead. There's this like roasted vegetable couscous salad. I've made something like this before. That looks good. But I don't think the other guys would want to eat it. So those were the beverages. Does anybody have anything that stood out? Do you want me to read from a list again or go through them again? You haven't had it in a while. I was like, let me know what your favorite mead is. I don't think I've ever... King's Mead from... you just answered my question. That is your favorite? I'm going to look that up real quick. King's Mead. Oh, yeah. Do it. I would appreciate that. Or I can just surprise you all and tell you what we're going to make. Too sleepy to remember all the choices. I know, it's getting kind of late. You don't know if you'll have it in Canada? Oh, yeah. I know the options are a little more limited depending on what it is. Cool. Well, maybe I'll just surprise you all. Kind of talk with my husband and RQ to see what we're feeling. So I have one friend who is, she's not vegan, but she's definitely like borderline. She doesn't eat dairy, or I think the only thing she really does dairy wise is like, not cottage cheese, cream cheese. So she's someone who helped. I mean, she didn't say you have to, when you're living with me, you have to be a vegan or vegetarian or anything. It was more of a like, the diet she stuck to, we kind of prepared food like that for everybody. And so I just kind of got used to it, and it made me grow in confidence that I can actually like live off of a vegetarian diet instead of thinking I have to have meat or something like that. You know what I mean? So that helped a lot. She was an old roommate of mine. I work with her still, and I'll share recipes with her. One of my favorite recipes is, I shared it with Toasty, actually. It's a Thai peanut noodle recipe. And it's just like, if you can do peanuts, it's like peanut butter, soy sauce, veggies, rice noodles, and you just kind of throw it all in a pot, and it's prepared real nice. It's like a really easy meal, and then it makes really good leftovers. If that makes any sense. Thank you, FX, for those messages. I'm going to look for someone to raid, because I am getting tired. Let's see. You know who was hanging out earlier? Okay, so we've got a couple of people. We've got, if we want to keep kind of cozy vibes, NLA, they are doing the Kerbal Space Program. They don't normally talk in the stream. They'll type messages, and that could be a super chill stream. There's always DJ's on. Crazy Mike was in here earlier. I can take us to someone new. I've got Biddy, who's playing Subnautica. I love Biddy. Neon Halo's playing Dead by Daylight, but I think she's getting off in a short while. A Belong raid. Well, I've got a little like, I've got this, and I've got that. Kellen, you want to go to Kellen? You already, oh, I think FX took that one. If you like Thai food, most Thai recipes make, yeah, Thai makes really good vegan recipes. And I do love vegan food. It's not, I like cheese. That's all. I know lots of vegans focus on what they're putting into their body, but do you guys think about surrounding? It's okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I know lots of vegan, but do you guys think about, what do you mean think about the surrounding? Cheese is way too good. You have no idea. Lime sofad? Sofas? Lime sofas? Cars? I think you are just spinning out words, Hedgehog. Are you getting tired? Because I know I am. Oh, like cars? Do you guys think about cars? What do you mean think about like cars? Well, so I'm not vegan, so I don't really know. I do try to be conscientious about what I'm putting back. My car doesn't have leather, and if I have anything, right. I think vegans do think about that, but since I'm not a vegan and my friend's not, I don't really know many vegans, but I'm pretty sure they think about anything that impacts animals. I know they're a little more conscientious about the environment, so I would be surprised if they don't put that like extra thought into it. Yeah. Well, so vegan is a lifestyle as well, is my understanding. Of course, I think it's like relative. But vegan, I mean, you're choosing to try to impact the lives of animals in a positive way. Yeah, I don't really buy leather. So I think I'm good on that. But you can also, there's like other processes though. What was it? Darn, I wish I remembered what it was. But it's made out of like not lard. It's not a food. I thought it was like, I don't remember what it was. I'm just tired, so I'm sorry. It gives you superpowers. I have seen Scott Pilgrim. It's been a little bit. If they didn't want to get 8, they shouldn't be so tasty or easy to catch. Shut up. Shut up, Prey. Prey's my husband, just so anybody doesn't realize that. Okay, we're going to go raid Kellen. It's not their fault, okay. Is it TK? Or is it KT? TK. Yeah. Okay. Yes! Did that work? I did at. Hold on. Thank you so much. Is this not working? Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Yep, it is that. There we go. This is fine. It's working out fine. Yeah. It's so good. Thank you. I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then I was like, oh, it's not exclamation point. It's fine. So again, raid call is that. Just copy and paste it. We'll go hang out. I met Kellen just a couple of days ago, and he's super chill, playing Mario Maker, highly educated. Thank you, Hedgehog. Thank you. I worked 10 hours today, and then I did this, so it's kind of like, it's felt really long. I don't think I missed any shout outs, and if I did, I'm so sorry. But everybody have a good night. I don't think I'll be live tomorrow. I'm gonna be live on Friday. I'm not sure when though, because we're gonna try to do the cooking stream. Here, if you would like to hop in the Discord, you can. I think that is accurate. I will post when I'm going live in Discord and on Twitter. Ah, they work. All right. Well, thank you so much, and I'll post this. Normally I start at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but I've been trying to add Wednesday. So we're going. Bye. Good night, everybody.